Right, we're going to be covering implicit differentiation in this video, and first thing I want to get rid of, I'll just get out of the way, when we're doing d by dx of x squared, it's obviously going to be 2x, you've done that so many times, but when we're doing it d by dx of y cubed, let's say we've got 3y squared, so just treat it as x, but then we have to times it by dy over dx, and same like, let's say if we've got a squared, then we'll have 2a times by dA by dx, and that's because this one will just be dx by dx, and obviously they cancel, so we don't need to worry about that. We can just ignore it. Alright, so first step, find dy by dx. Let's just differentiate this x squared and then differentiate the y squared. Right there, sticking the dy by dx in front of it. Equal to 0, obviously because this 4 constant disappears. Now we want to rearrange for dy by dx. So we minus the 2x off, and then we divide by 2y. But the question is asking for the slope at the point 2, 3. So what we have to do here is obviously it's going to be when we make it equal to 0, then it's a stationary point, but we don't want it equal to 0. We want to find the slope, so we have to sub in this point that we've been given, so minus 2 times by 2, these 2's are actually going to cancel, so we don't need them, minus 2 and then over 3, so it's just minus 2 over 3 for the first point. Alright, here's another example, but instead we're finding the stationary points, and stationary points are when dy by dx are equal to 0. So first of all, we'll just do the first part of the question, which is finding dy by dx. But here we've got a little bit of a situation where x is multiplying y. So in this situation we have to use the product rule. It's going to be a little bit tricky, but for now we'll leave it behind. We'll just do the other terms. We'll do this one and we'll do this one. So we have 6x squared plus 4 times dy by dx, and then we've got plus, we'll use the u equals 3x, u dash equals 3, v equals y, v dash equals dy by dx. So now using the product rule, u dash v plus v dash u, we get 3y plus 3x dy by dx, and we get that equal to 0 because this 3 just goes away because it's a constant. Right, let's do, now we have to rearrange for dy by dx, so we have to do that by leaving these terms on the same side and then minusing these two terms to the other side. Take a factor of dy by dx out of both of the terms, and then divide by that factor. And the question wants us now to find any stationary points. So we make this equal to 0, and all we can do is we can multiply up this denominator to get rid of it. So we get minus 6x squared minus 3y equal to 0. So rearrange this, we get 3y equals to minus 6x squared. So y equals minus 2x squared. So now what we can do is we can sub this back in to our original equation. And find some stationary points. So y, subbing back into there, 3x minus 2x squared plus 2x cubed plus 4 minus 2x squared equals 3. So here we've got minus 6x cubed plus 2x cubed plus, actually minus 8x squared equals, actually let's just take the 3 off, put it on the same side. So now we have, moving everything over to the other side, that's 4x cubed plus 8x squared plus 3 equals 0, and then this is just something you can use your calculator for to find the roots of the equation. So we've got 4, 8, 0, 3. So our first root is minus 2.16. That's actually our only root. Okay. So now we sub it back into this equation right here to find our y. So y equals minus 2 times minus 2.16 squared, and we get minus 2 times minus 2.16 squared minus 9.33. So our stationary point for this question is that. Okay, so in this question we have a sine x squared y squared to worry about. So let's just start it off. So if we're going to differentiate the whole thing, we get rid of the constant 10, and we'll just differentiate this normally. 9x squared equals, now according to the chain rule, we differentiate the whole thing and then multiply by the differentiation of the inside of the bracket. So let's do just that first, leave the inside of the bracket the same, and then multiplying by the differentiation of inside. So in this case we'll be using product rule. Let's just put it to the side over here, where u equals x squared, u dash equals 2x, v equals y squared, v dash equals 2y dy by dx. Then we've got u dash v plus v dash u. So 2x times v y squared plus v dash, which is 2y, don't forget about the dy by dx, but we're going to put the u first. And then there we go. We're going to rearrange now for this dy by dx, but first of all, what we'll do is we'll multiply out the bracket, then plus 2y x squared cos y squared x squared dy by dx. So now we're going to minus off this first term, And then, if we're going to leave it equal to dy by dx, we're going to divide this term on both sides. And then there we go. You can sub in values or find the stationary point with that